Greetings, everyone. This is me, Zara Bazak. Sorry, excuse me. So it's this is going to be slow. So grab whatever you can, and I will grab my mommy. Mommy. So going to where I left you off last time. I left you. Smiley. Some Sabrina Lakania was reading her a beautiful article on this Krishna Bhagavad Gita and Krishna. We don't know now. Some say so. Some say who is this is Krishna. Imam Ali was the avatar. The Ismailis say that. Not some. Don't get the other Muslims into trouble with the other Muslims. With these Muslims, Ismaili. So, as long as these Ismailis don't say anything bad about the Sahabas, the hypocrites, which the Quran ayat says too, we are safe, the Shias are safe. So, excuse me, I just, this banana, no, it's not the banana you had that gives you a cough. Oh, sorry, ma'am. It's just that my glasses, this thing, handles this. They were inside, under the, between the ears, like with this headphone on and everything. They're like crushed in. Ouch. So, okay, not good English, but anyways, nevertheless, going here. So I left you off here in my previous live stream about from Sri Krishna. Acha, this is not this is the article which I'm going to show. 26 June 2012, published. Sabrina is a behavioral scientist with a background in marketing. Ismaili, the best, right? First and foremost. And so then what else do we have here? Eternal Imam. So this okay, I did open that. Okay, I'll open it again because it goes dark. Ram, Krishna, Sita Gita, Radhe, Krishna. Oh God, my heart went out to Sabrina. Ismailis. She thought that. Okay, this is the Eternal Imam, and then in this there's a book given. You can read that book. Now they have the Tao of Islam. Really cracks me up. I feel so angry. The Tao of Islam and all that. So, oh, it's going to be so. His Highness, yes. The thing is, in the first and foremost, when this came down, revelation, at that time people were not that educated, or they were in the dark ages, pre-Islamic ignorance, age of ignorance and all that. So, no, it wasn't like that now. So anyways, the gnosis they couldn't capture of the Quran, so great, the gnosis. No, there were great Christians and great Jews who had gnosis, mystical Jews, what do you call them? Anyhow, here Imam. So you can read this article, and you have that book. Where is it? That it's mentioned here. I think I read it somewhere. And now, and in this prophet. Oh, here it is. Murata, the author's name. If I haven't pronounced her last name. Oh, no, first name, last name. That also I don't know. I forget. Sorry. I read her other article. Yes, I've read her other book on, or article is it, on the Shia website on, what do you call it, Muta. So sorry, I'm a bit slow and all. The Tao, she's written the Tao of Islam, Prophet Muhammad says the first thing created by God was the intellect, aql. The first thing created by God was my light. What's this like? So there's a semicolon. We can't understand. Um, Hello, Henry Souza is here. One. Oh, why one? Number one he's put here. Henry Souza, welcome to um, my live stream here. A warm welcome. So now you see, Allah, this really gets to me, right? There's so many violent verses, and I don't know how the Ismailis have been like blindfolded into thinking. But you see how this whole thing, the politics, it's Baha'i Bab's temple, mosque, or what do you call it, in Israel, Jerusalem, or Haifa. And, it's coming to India. Some are going to the Jews. Bab side went to the Jews, Baha'is. So, and it's coming to India to like His Highness Aga Khan's great grandfather came to India. So this, see how it's, but so maybe there is something in His Highness Aga Khan that comes from Vishnu. Actually, the pagans, the polytheists, and even the Jews. You see how Baha'is, a leader went to Israel. He's ended up there in Haifa, his mausoleum and all, right? So this, if I cannot speak properly, please forgive me. I don't mean to be rude. Okay. Oh my God, this man is very scary. Cross. What shall I do? Durga Mahat. So, he's very, very scary. The first thing created by God was the intellect, aql. The first thing created by God was my light, Nur. So Allah is the light in the Quran ayat 30. What number of the Surah Nur ayat is it? That says Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. And this light is in a niche and this and that, and you have to really understand it very well. So all of a sudden, from out of ignorance, we were told the pre-Islamic times, this beautiful religion came and enlightened many ignorant pagan polytheists worshipping many idols, many, 365 idols, and more perhaps. Okay, so this about Prophet Muhammad is written by, I don't know where did you get it? Hadiths of the Prophet. Ismaili Gnosis in accordance with the well-known hadiths. Acha, so in Murata, the Tao of Islam, 379. Click here to read. So you can read this. You see, light. So okay, and then I left you way down here somewhere where it says Krishna and Imam. The sermon, it gives the sermon of Imam Ali here, Qutbal Bayan. How you tore our whole lives apart. I'm left with a broken heart. Broken hearted. You tore my whole life apart. Imam Jafar al-Sadiq. My heart is wrenched. So grief beats in my heart. We are His open. Indeed, Allah created us and formed us and gave us I don't read. Okay, so then it finally goes to Sri Krishna. Acha, Raza Shah Kazmi. This is the book my father bought for me from when he went to London. Justice and Remembrance. Yeah? The friends of God who know they are nothing in the face of the Absolute are the nothing. Yeah, we are nothing. Just nothing. We are Shiva. Shiva came and said, you know what is nothingness? It's the Best thing ever. Best thing. Celebrate your nothingness. Out of nothing. And now Bhagavad Gita, right? You see how they have integrated and put. So what happens here? I don't mean to be rude, but make it a little dramatic. One of the ancient spiritual texts in which we find the Valaya of the eternal Imam is the Bhagavad Gita, meaning the song of God, the Siti Bhajana. They whistle and clap, yeah, at the Kaaba, this, that, and they are all naked and circumambulating. What they say about these backward pagans. And you put a dress on, a cloth. Still you not use any thread for that cloth, or the women do actually, they cover their whole selves up. So to go to the Kaaba for Umrah, for Hajj, they do this, right? With the cloth, the men are with the cloth, meaning the song of God. Eternal Imam is in the Bible. So, like this, I will tell you that we will go around and round in circles, going to that book and going to, like Jiddu Krishnamurti said, you will be here and there. So let us take the most easy way. If I just jumped on this light. Prophet Muhammad say, first God make the aql, intellect, and then he didn't say then. He said first God made the intellect. So is light the intellect, right? And what he say here? So I have so going up, which I missed, and now from here I will take you step by step. This is, by the way, the Ismailis, Shias, 12 verse all. This Imam is very important. He's designated, he's appointed by God, and he's not that the Sunni Imam. The way the Sunnis take the Imam of the mosque giving azan and all this. And you have to go. And this Imam, whoever is giving the azan, has to also be very pious in our Shia Islam, otherwise he's kicked out. If his character is found dodgy or something in his character, not good, they, say, sorry, you have to leave. The eternal Imam. Where now Prophet Muhammad? Oh God, how can I miss it? Here it is, right? The first thing created by God was the intellect. And the first thing, like what? Semicolon here. The first thing created by God was my light. Now you have to read this book to understand what Prophet Muhammad is trying to say. But before you read, okay, you can read this book, but I've come here to show you something. In Surah, so I'm going to not this, here. You remember this, right? Now we don't know. Intellect is light, the light is intellect, what is. Then another thing is, we go through the Quran ayats, and so I jump to Surah Taghabun. Now Surah Nur ayat 38, God is the light of the heavens and the earth. 38 ayat, the unbelievers have vehemently contended that they shall not be raised to life. That was came messengers. So believe in Allah and His Messenger and the light. Now I have to put i.e. the Quran here, which we have sent down. This means this is the light, also the Quran. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth, and this is also light. Both are nur, nuri, right? So believe in Allah and His Messenger and the light which we have sent down. Anzalna, we have sent down. Could Allah have come down? Because there are ayats that, you'll be, if you hope for the meeting with Allah, then the term of Allah is coming. And when the Lord cometh, dakan daka, safan safa, angels ranged in rows upon rows. Oh, safan safa. and the blast coming, earthquake coming, dakandaka coming. Dakandaka. You see how primordial the sound, dakandaka. Like even in Arabic, it's like, it's like dak, dak. It's like heart beating. Dak, 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 dakandaka. So Hindus will take you step by step to show you. And primordial sound, om coming. Ah, oh, oh, ah, om. This primordial sound. You not have to use your tongue, just use some energy here. Push forward. And keep closing your mouth. Just this. Dakandaka. So okay, so there he gave a little primordial backward, you would say, but I don't say that. That the original, that from ancient time. Westerners will really appreciate it. So believe in Allah and His Messenger and the light again. So Noori, and Allah is the Noor, the light of the heavens and the earth. And how unfair. So Allah is the light. Allah is the light. We go to Shia Islam. And I will show you from that also Surah Zumar. You were in your mother's womb in darknesses, three stages of darkness. So don't think darkness is something like darkness itself, like for the photographs to be, what you call it now, I've forgotten all that, come out. You have to use the dark room. So why curse the darkness where there's no light? Let's say even if you say absence of light. But something is growing in that absence of light. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. Light is something that is itself bright and causes the brightness of other things. Nothing I saw unless I saw before it, after it, and along with it. Imam Ali said, concerning the pure essence of Allah, famous Persian poet says, well, you can be light, but I'm darkness. So Surah Zumar ayat now. Where is it? Surah Zumar ayat here. And he whom Allah guides to the right way, none. And there's so many punishments. Is not Allah enough for a servant? Yes. So why you send Prophet Muhammad? If you are saying that to frighten you with others apart from him, he not to frighten you about Prophet Muhammad. Obey Allah and obey the Prophet, the Messenger of Allah. Oh, he frightened you like anything. He frightened Zainab bin Jash and that lady who Fatima bint Asad were Asad. Burst out crying. He scared her so much. Which lady was it? I heard from Christian Prince he was showing us the hadith. Who was showing us? Maybe Dr. David would. And Dr. David would talk so fast. Really. I cannot catch up with him. And so this happening. Oh. Anyways, one lady I hear from ex-Muslim, Christian, that Christian Prince or someone, that he make that lady cry so much, out of fear, grave but maybe he tell her, no, he go into the grave with, if it was Fatima bint Asad. Good God, excuse me, I not mean to be rude, but this is my disability. So, O Prophet, does Allah not suffice for His servant? They frighten you with others apart. Now He started to frighten them, along with Allah Himself. Obey Allah and the Messenger of Allah, apart from Him. Although He whom Allah lets go astray, none can guide him to the right way. You see how unfair, misleading these ayats are? So that Allah will turn off from them the worst in their deeds. Oh, these poor disbelievers, they shall have all that they wish for in the presence of the believers, in the presence of their Lord. Allah, why not the Lord come here today? Where are you, Lord? They wish with their Lord that is the reward, the good to us. Yeah, mahsanan. Mahsaneen is very good. And he who brings the truth, he confirms. Such are the men who do right. Just confirming the truth and not, Messiah come and the Pilate ask Jesus, Isa ibn Maryam, I mean in the Bible it is said, or in the movie I see. But what is the truth? Isa ibn Masih, Jesus Christ goes silent. Who then doth more wrong than one who utters a lie concerning? Now you remember this. Concerning Allah and rejects the truth when it comes to Him, is there not in hell an abode for blasphemers? So you kill disbelievers. No. Some put in, really they scare us. In the end you will, okay, I'm going up. Like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. In the, this whole going Islam. Indeed you are to die, and indeed they are to die. Allah put forth a parable belonging to partners at variance with each other. Yeah, this is what happened to Muslims. They're at variance with one another. It is a Quran in Arabic without any crookedness, in order that they may guard against evil. This is terrible. No I see crookedness everywhere in this Quran. Ismailis should see it too. Right? Baha'is should also come here. We have put forth the men in this Quran every kind of parable. Oh. So Allah gave them taste of Him. No. So here we have these poor people. Third ayat. Where is it? Where was also, there's a lot, I have missed something. So, breast Allah is expanded to Islam and He's upon a light from His Lord. You see? It is Allah, the light, who has what? Information, knowledge, sign of Allah. But Allah Himself says He's the light of the heavens and the earth. He doesn't say, and that light's lightness is like this and that. He doesn't say, the Quran doesn't say Allah is like the light. Now you see, this man have light. Allah. Either it's the whole light or it's half light, we cannot do it. Right? Half knowledge is a very dangerous knowledge, if you have half knowledge. So I'll start from the here. I think it's the third ayat again. Going here, how you see these people take partners. You don't realize how bad, how unjust. What is at stake for us here? We will be misled. How you think soul is created? Soul is not created. So, I mean, I was going through this. It's going to take a long time. Okay, I read. I think, and if Allah intended to take a son, He could have chosen from what He creates. Yes, why not? Right? And whatever He willed. But we cannot say why not, right? Just like looking at this ayat, Allah, if Allah had, but it's not a good reason given by Allah Himself. Like He's trapped Himself here. He created the heavens and the earth in truth. But in another ayat, probably this ayat should go into Surah Maryam ayat or Ali Imran ayat, I don't know. All scattered kind of. Yeah, but when they mention here, I think third, yeah. It is not to Allah that sincere devotion is due. This is the third ayat. Is it not to Allah that sincere devotion is due? Sorry, correct myself. But those who take for protectors other than Allah, we say, say they have to put in brackets here. Some goat eat the word. You know, like in the Sunni hadiths, we are told, Aisha say, some Quran ayats eaten, forgotten. Muhammad not give back. Oh, it's coming back to me. We only serve them in order that they may bring us nearer to Allah. Or some say even one with Allah. What is it? In position nearness to Allah. You don't say when you go for the wudu, you go for the sunnat, but and you go for that, you do niyat, you make intention that I'm going near to Allah, right? So it is say here, protect us, awliya, besides him, dunehi. Okay, min dunehi, besides him, but along with him also, I showed you that ayat, with him. So we worship them. And you think you don't worship Muhammad the way Allah. Oh my God. So you see how he's fooled you, how he's misled you. You think you don't worship. Worship is implied in this. You worship Muhammad along with Allah. So here a terrible, well it is we who have revealed the book to thee in truth. No, a sincere devotion is due to Allah. Revelation is a book from Allah. Book is a speech. Book didn't come down like a book. It should not be translated as book. Ismailis are right about this. We send down to you the book, no? Revelation. Unquestionably for Allah is the pure religion. And those who take protectors besides him, it could be with him. We only worship them that they may bring us nearer to Allah in position. In position. Oh, goodness. And Allah has made them ungrateful, because Allah will not guide the ungrateful. And those who have taken a son, Allah, He created the heavens and the earth in truth. Unquestionably, He is the exalted in might, the perpetual forgiver, running for a specified term. He created you from one soul. Again, it has come here like before. So what is this? He created you from one soul. He created you from a soul. Soul He did not create. It doesn't say the soul He created. Many mistakes I'm pointing out as I'm going. Then He made from it, like Judy Hall has written a book I bought in London, Hands Across Time, you can check. These souls, how they defy. Judy Hall has a whole, graph made, how they disperse and become then, different groups in different groups. And how more groups and more divisions of this scattered. You see they say here? All kinds of wombs, mother's creation after creation in darkness. Where He said He dispersed. He made single from it, and mate He sent down for you of the cattle 8. What are 8 cattle? Kinds. 8 cattle kinds, okay. He creates you in the wombs. Are there only 8 cattle kinds or more? Wait, there was a... Sorry, I can't find creation. Dispersed you. Okay, now you see this darkness also within 3 darknesses. Now, if you tell the polytheists that you are in darkness, where does life grow in? Darkness. He himself say here, creation after creation within 3 darknesses. That is Allah your Lord. So, darkness not good, darkness not good. If you disbelieve, indeed Allah is free from need of you, and He does not approve of His servants. Oh yeah, that about the one single soul, then He dispersed you in many. So that other ayat I think I must go to later on. If I remember, and if I'm not tired, or if I don't close this abruptly because of my condition, I can't promise anything. So bear with me, please. And no bearer of burdens will bear the burden of another. Then to your Lord is your return, and He will inform you. So see, a light, not proper. Also in darkness you grow in your mother's womb. And when adversity touches man, he calls upon his Lord, turning to Him. He called upon attributes equals to mislead here. He forgets Him. Okay, so then when He bestows on him a favor from Himself, he forgets Him, whom he called upon before. When adversity touches man, he calls upon his Lord. But when he, and then he forgets and who he called upon before, and he attributes to Allah equals to mislead from his way. See, enjoy your disbelief for a little. This is very unjust to the polytheists, if this is about polytheists taking partners, or if this is unjust to atheists who, when adversity comes, either they go to the hospital, finding equals to, is that hospital, going to the hospital, finding nurse, doctor, equal to associating with Allah, taking partners with Him or besides Him? Oh God, so what is Allah really scared us to know, and are those who know equal to those who do not know? No, that is right. But the one, tell them, O Prophet, O you servants of mine who believe, have fear of your Lord. Now don't say this taqwa, be conscious of your Lord. A good and awaits those who did this. See, O Muhammad, indeed. Now this what is His Highness Ah Khan III say. Indeed, I have been commanded to worship Allah, sincere to Him in religion. So, no, here. And I have been commanded to be the first of the Muslims. So I'm a Muslim. Like that. Say, indeed, I fear, if I should disobey my Lord, the punishment of a tremendous day. Who else said this? Oh my God. Shaitan, right? Both saying it. Prophet Muhammad said it, even though he's a Muslim. What it make? Shaitan a Muslim, right? It makes Shaitan a Muslim. Iblis a Muslim, right? All this for Shaitan, Iblis. Iblis say, but only that he not bow to the first of those who bow to Allah and His Son. The only thing is that if Prophet Muhammad was there, ask Prophet Muhammad to bow down to Adam, he would not. He would. We don't know. Look, all these three, all this from say, verily I'm commanded. Okay, the only word commanded to serve Allah, we are not told. But Shaitan did, as Iblis, obey Allah in all matters except the last one, when we are told he did not bow to Adam. and disobeyed the command of his Lord. Say, verily I am commanded to serve Allah with sincere devotion. That's what Shaitan was doing. Right? One, say, O Muhammad, now I'm proving that Muhammad is Shaitan. Or even Allah with Muhammad is Shaitan. We don't know. But very confused. I proved that Allah was Shaitan, Shaitan was Allah, I think in one of my live streams. Now I'm proving here that Muhammad is Shaitan also. And this Allah, really, I don't know. Say, O Muhammad, indeed I have been commanded to worship Allah, being sincere to Him in religion. You know how many thousands of years Iblis worshipped Allah. Devotion to Him. 12. And I have been commanded to be the first of the Muslims. What the Muslim? Wide connotation, they say even previous prophets were Muslims. Shaitan Muslim, bowing to Allah. Allah's will. Allah, those who submit. He was. Then say, indeed I fear if I should disobey my Lord the punishment of a tremendous day. What does Shaitan say? Say, Allah alone do I worship, sincere to Him in my religion. Shaitan also worship Allah alone, being sincere to Allah. This was his religion, right? Be a Muslim. Whatever that time Islam was. Say, I would, if I disobeyed my Lord, indeed have fear of the penalty. What does Shaitan say? Say, Shaitan say, I fear my Lord. So the tafsir also, Shia tafsir you can take, Sunni tafsir you can take. I fear the Lord of the universe, he says. He doesn't say my Lord, but who was he worshipping? Surah 59, Ayat 16, banishment. Oh, Ashur. The hypocrites are like the example of Satan when he says to men, disbelieve, but when he disbelieves, he says, indeed. Oh, now this guy, this Allah, is comparing these hypocrites to Shaitan. I catch him. When he says to man, disbelieve, but when he disbelieves, he says, indeed, I am disassociated from you. Indeed, I fear Allah, the Lord of the worlds, Rabbil Alameen. What do you make out? This Prophet Muhammad, not Shaitan? Prophet Muhammad Shaitan, because he not bow to Adam. He not even allow you to bow to Adam. Right? Adam what? Father of human beings. If you get this, I don't want to sound like a very emotional, like my Shia Majlis going on. Like I'm saying Shia Majlis. What an orator I am. अपने मुंह से अपनी तारीफ कर रहे उर्दू में जैसे praising oneself from one's own mouth. What an arrogant person you are. Really, I am arrogant. I am AO. I am AO. You see this happening? And there's another ayat also about when Shaitan say, I fear Allah, the Lord of the world, and His punishment also. Where is it? I fear the Lord of Allah and His punishment, right? Sorry, I'm just messing up my keyboard. And His punishment. Then slowly taking you to polytheists. that you bow down to every man, because in every man there is Adam. And fear Allah. Indeed, Allah is severe in punishment. Shaitan say. Surya Anam. Thank God you gave me the ayat quickly. Search, Google search. Thank you. And remember when Satan made their deeds pleasing to them and said, "No one can overcome you today from among the people, and indeed I am your protector." But when the two armies sighted each other, he turned on his heels and said, "Indeed I am disassociated from you. Indeed I see what you do not see. Indeed I fear Allah, and Allah is severe in penalty." These are the words of Shaitan. So maybe you think, you are doing marifat of that light of Rasulullah. You have become Sufis and Irfans. You see what Prophet Muhammad, Allah tell the Muslim believers that I'm with you, don't worry, you will not. Where the field? Ismailis, become intelligent. See this. Where what? I forgot. Where he say what he say? What? Oh God, I have to repeat myself again, go back. I have this impediment, sorry. So here, Battle of Uhud, Al Imran. What happened in the Battle of Uhud? And Al Imran verses, Battle of Uhud. Allah promised them victory in all battles, right? When they lose, they say, the Quran say, they didn't listen to Prophet Muhammad, they are hypocrites. That's why they lose. But Ali never lose, right? And what happened? When were the teeth broken of Prophet Muhammad? Council of War, Muslim encampment at Uhud. Okay, this is the ayat, I think, yes, from the Quran. What you suffered on the day the two armies met was with the leave of Allah, permission of Allah, in order that He might test the believers, and in order that He might test the hypocrites. Also they were told, "Come fight in the way of Allah, or at least drive the foe from your city." They said, "Had we known how to fight, we should certainly have followed you." They were that day nearer to disbelief than to faith, saying with their mouths what was not in their hearts, but Allah had full knowledge of all they conceal. They are the ones that say of their brethren slain, while they themselves sit at ease. If only they had listened to us, they would not have been slain. Say, avert death from your own selves if you speak the truth. Al Imran verse 166 to 68, sorry. So the Muslims were now numbering 700 encamped in slopes of Uhud facing Medina, protecting the flanks. If you see us prevail, start to take spoils, do not come to assist us. The duels happening, and finally who won? Meccan retreat and counterattack. The Meccan army was pushed back, and repeated attempts by its cavalry to overrun the left Muslim flank were negated by the Muslim archers. At the critical juncture, the Prophet became the object of the attack of various units of the army of the Quraysh from all sides. Ali attacked in compliance with Muhammad's orders. Every unit that made an attack upon him dispersed them or killed some of them, and this thing took place a number of times in Uhud. Ali became the hero. When the Quraysh leader Abu Sufyan wanted to leave, he went to the top of the mountain, shouted loudly, saying, "You have done a fine work. Victory in war goes by turns. Today is in exchange for the day of Badr. Show your superiority, Hubal. That is vindicate your religion." The messenger told Umar ibn Khattab, Umar, to go up and answer him and say, "Allah is most high and most glorious." What's happening? We are not equal, and our dead are in paradise, yours are in hell. At this answer, Abu Sufyan said to Umar, "Come up here to me." The messenger told him to go and see what Abu Sufyan was up to. When he came, Abu Sufyan said, "I adjure you by God, Omar, have we killed Muhammad?" "By Allah, you have not. He is listening to what you are saying right now," Umar replied. Abu Sufyan said, "I regard you a more truthful and reliable than Ibn Qamiya," referring to the latter's claim that he had killed Muhammad. So they didn't kill Muhammad, they left him. And they could have killed him. I think when was it that his teeth were broken, Prophet Muhammad's? Also this. Prophet Muhammad's teeth broken. I don't know reliable hadith or what, but just see. It's also, we were told, Shias, teeth broken in which battle? Oh, Battle of Uhud. Muhammad lost 4 teeth at the Battle of Uhud after being struck with a battle axe. 2 of the teeth were supposedly lost, and one was preserved as top copy. There are people, the police being killed and all this, and nothing preserved of theirs. Abu Sufyan, poor Abu Sufyan. Why did they lose this? I not understand. See, last time Dr. David Wood in a live stream was giving reason for the winning of conquest. It's all about conquest, yeah. But in the beginning, I don't even think in the beginning there were less Muslims. I think it was a gang of caravan robbers and thieves and corrupted mischief makers. And they had Khadija's money, wealth. And when he gathered more and more, then he started to, really get people to a lot of terrorism. No. So I don't even believe, actually. At that time, I just left Dr. David Wood, because I think the conquest, yes, they are conquerors, But the beginning where I was saying, well, Shias would not agree. That's not my side. Imam Ali was also a killer with them. He made Imam Ali a killer. Mass murderer. So robbery, caravan robber, and warlord and all that. Uwais knocked out his teeth simply on hearing Uwais Karni, knocked out his teeth. He was in Yamani, Uwais Karni. Hearing that Prophet Muhammad, they say, this from our Shia or reviving alislam.com. Yes, we also believe Shias, but I'm not a Shia anymore. So now, you see all these mistakes in the Quran, I'm pointing to. Witness also, here it says, "Say, sufficient is Allah as witness between me and you." Please go slow there, think. I'm not, still you want me to go, I'm slow. No, you said that shaitan Oh yes, going back to Surah Zumar. So say, I would, if I disobeyed my Lord, indeed have fear of the penalty of a mighty day. I fear Allah, and I'm commanded to be the first of those who bow to Allah in Islam. But now what happened that all angels bowing to Adam and not Allah, besides Allah, bowing to Adam? What happened about that? No mention of that. Just when against shaitan, he say, against Iblis, that he did not, obey my command, right? My tea. Sorry, excuse me, very thirsty. So I have to make more tea, I think. Having water. Say, indeed, I fear if I should disobey my Lord, the punishment of a tremendous day. Say, Allah alone do I worship. This is what the Iblis say. Sincere to him in my religion. How do you know he not said this? He was very devoted to Allah. So worship what you will besides him. What is a part of worship? Sajda is prostration is a part of worship. And now you're told not to prostrate to anyone except Allah. So whichever way they come, His Highness Agha Khani is Ismaili's meaning, whichever way they come, through gnosis, through this, I'm trying to get them. This does not mean, but with not bearing ill will towards them. So worship what His Highness Agha Khan the Third say. So worship what you will besides him. Say, indeed the loser. This sounds like shaitan. Right? What happened now? You bowed. Angels bowed to Adam. So these angels, these men recognize whom? That they worship. These are direct descendants then of Adam, that they worship to get near to Allah. Allah say that I will guide when my guidance comes and my chosen servants, so you will not go astray. They're just little part of words taking to explain this. He created from a single. So going again to, aren't you doing marifat? Shaitan is giving you and giving you and giving you. We only worship them. So no, and those who take protectors besides him. What if Allah had not told Iblis to bow down to Adam, then all the ayats coming from Iblis. Unquestionably, for Allah is the pure religion. Right? Do not bow to anyone except Allah. Shaitan have no problem bowing to Allah except one. Bowing to Adam. And those who take protectors besides him say we only worship them that they may bring us near to Allah in position. Who can bring you near to Allah in position? Shaitan, it's Allah or Adam? Now, who is the guide here? Sent as Khalifa. Say we only sent you as a guide. Right? He created the heavens and he raps. Say I only worship Allah. No. He created. Well, the problem here when maybe more Surah Zumar ayat. Let me see. Burden, indeed free from need. Who does not approve for his servants' disbelief? If you are grateful, please. Not this one. Adversity equal to mislead. And when adversity touches man, he calls upon his Lord, turning to him. See, you have not forgotten your Lord. If you look within, they say that a God is closer to you than your jugular vein, the ayat says. Here, something is missing that you need to bow down to. And Shaitan is not making you bow down to. The only contention is bowing to Adam. Shaitan had no other contention. He worshipped Allah, he bowed down to Allah. Everything we are told. See the history from Shia side too. Thousands years he worshipped Allah. Allah even told him to bring the earth for humankind so he could go on earth and bring that clay. And Shaitan they had the fight, I don't know, but Allama Majid writes about that in Hayatul Qulub, right? Am I charging the phone to battery overcharge? Right? My dear Ismailis, Shia, Sunnis, you have all got it wrong. So now we have, let's quickly now, I cut myself here. Anything else? Witness you want to see? I give you witness this. Surah Isra. Sufficient is Allah's witness between me and you. Oh no. Can you trust in this? If I give you Surah Baqarah ayat 204, he brings Allah to witness. Not that Allah intervenes between a man and his heart. That is another ayat in the Quran. I don't remember, maybe Al Imran verse or other verse. And number I don't remember. Allah intervenes between a man and his heart. In Surah Baqarah ayat it say that this man bring Allah to witness in his heart. Yet he is the fiercest of opponents, and he destroys crops, kills progenies, finishes things, and does all that. Can you trust in this? Prophet Muhammad is saying, Allah is telling Prophet Muhammad to say, sufficient is Allah's witness between me and you. Surah Isra ayat 696, right? This very important screen. Without this, where will I be? This one of a kind happening. We are saving Ismailis, or at least the knowledge. If Ismailis want to know Shia 12er, how they take the Quran literally, how in like a first, and then go into the notes, spiritual, go up and up and up, ascending stairways. Surah ascending staircase. Where that surah? What name? Saf? Let me check. So say, sufficient is Allah's witness between me and you. Indeed, He is ever concerning His servants acquainted and seeing. So what's the ayat before 96? 95 ayat says, say, if there were upon the earth angels walking securely, we would have sent down to them from the heaven an angel as a messenger. So it's about this Allah is telling the messenger, say, sufficient is Allah's witness between me and you. Not enough. Read Surah Baqarah 204 and 205. Then you see now, Ismailis, with due respect, I know you are scared, you are calm people, cool people. Now we have a Miss or Mrs. Sabrina Lakhani has written. She thinks that Shah Karim is Shri Krishna. A beautiful article, and my heart go out to her. From Shri Krishna to Shah Karim, my journey home. I'd love to read this out. I'm stealing what I'm doing. I don't mean copyright infringement. So we have here a little bit from the excerpts of the 3 living generations of my family. I can confidently say that not a single person has read the Holy Quran in its entirety. Of the 3 living generations of my family, I can confidently say that not a single person has read the Holy Quran in its entirety. Okay, don't kill anyone, don't kill anyone. Leaving the family history aside, I attempted to read it a couple different times with no real progress. No real progress. So when I lived on my own in Connecticut, my time was primarily spent at work and then at bookstores seeking timeless wisdom. I was convinced that there must be something that encompasses the eternal message that is timeless, time tested, and yet timely for today's world. Most importantly, I was in search for something that my heart could innately acknowledge as truth. I believe, so am I in search of that, yeah? I believe that if each of us had a spark of spirit within our being, then it should take no effort for truth to recognize truth. What does she believe? She believed that if each of us had a spark of spirit within our being, which we do, but like in the Quran, I did say God breathed in us of His Spirit, then it should take no effort for truth to recognize truth. My heart's first sighting of truth was through the Bhagavad Gita, and I carried it with me everywhere, much like a child carries his favorite teddy bear. When I was away from home, it served as my shield and armor, my source of strength, my book of instructions, my most reliable friend, and my trusted confidant. In the face of adversity, I would reread the Gita, much like my mother who reread the Anant Akado. When my father was recovering from a major heart attack and when my brother underwent spiral surgery, it wasn't long before Sri Krishna's words became the sole source of guaranteed comfort, love, and protection. As work in the office intensified, I relied more and more on the practice of my faith and simultaneously my search for truth. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I attended Khana, the Jamaat Khana. I attended the Khana and prayed for strength, stability, and sanity. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I read and reread the words of Sri Krishna. What a beautiful translation this has of Bhagavad Gita. Know this. I just see it for yourself. Know thou, O Prince of Pandu, that there was never a time when I, nor thou, nor any of these princes of earth was not, nor shall there ever come a time hereafter when any of us shall cease to be. Part 2, the inner doctrine. Therefore, O Prince of Pandu, arise and fight, being willing to take whatever beteetheth thee, be it pain or pleasure, loss or gain, victory or defeat, thine only concern being whether thou hast done thy best. Prepare thou for the fray, that is your plain duty. Part 2 of the inner doctrine. Knowest thou this, O Prince, that whenever the world declineth in virtue and righteousness, and vice and injustice mount the throne, then cometh I, the Lord, when the Lord cometh. Dakan daka safan safa. Surah Fajr ayat. And revisit my world in visible form, and mingle it as a man with men. Bas, I had enough. I can't, just a minute. Please give me a moment or so. And by my influence and teachings do I destroy the evil and injustice. By my influence and teachings. Not the warnings, like God give warning. Where are we told now? Which was that surah? You are not to compel them, but by, giving them warnings of this Quran ayat. Warning in this Quran ayat of Allah's threat and all that. And by my influence and teachings do I destroy the evil and injustice and re-establish virtue and righteousness. Many times have I thus appeared. Many times hereafter I shall come again. Part 4 of Spiritual Knowledge. He who is able to pierce my disguise and knoweth me in my essence, when he quieteth his mortal frame, is released from rebirth and worlds, but has gained the joy of dwelling with me. Part 4 again of Spiritual Knowledge. I think it should be part 5. Oh, but it is part 4. The unenlightened, seeing me in human form and being ignorant of my true nature, as Supreme Lord of all, disregard me and hold me in but small esteem. Part 9, the Kingly Knowledge. Right? What beautiful translation of Bhagavad Gita. After several readings of the Bhagavad Gita, I began to wonder where Sri Krishna is. You would. Into the end, like I would start to wonder, where's God? I want to meet him. In today's world, you need to see the face of God. You need to meet him. And if I would recognize him. So here I am. And I'm Radha Rani. It's really relate. No. Yes. There bas aane the time, my Chandra. Now it's the time to say it. Devi, my grandaunt Devi is with me. Faith was holding my hand and urging me forward, while fear of deviating from my family's heritage was holding me back. Quietly but relentlessly, I continued on. So my heart reached out, I was like, God, yes, you have known, you will come to know who Sri Krishna really is. Just as and who's the 10th avatar. So in my heart, when I go through the kirtans of Paramahamsa Vishwananda, when they say Jai Radhe, I say, my hands go up for my devotees and say, Jai devotees, and And then Jai, when Kalki Avatar, when Paramahamsa Vishwananda calls out to Radha, my hands go up and say, Jai Paramahamsa Vishwananda, Kalki Avatar, Prema Avatar. Just as I was given my Bhagavad Gita by a spiritual mentor, when I was ready for the next teaching, I had another spiritual mentor enter my life who urged me to read Pir Pandiyat Jawan Mardi, translated Counsels of Chivalry, by Imam Mustansiri Billah II, the 33rd Imam of the Shia Ismaili Muslims. When this spiritual mentor asked me to explain who Sri Krishna was in an email, I replied, in his spiritual nature, Sri Krishna is the Almighty, the Supreme Spirit who comes to the aid of Arjuna on the battlefield in his human form as a charioteer. Through poetic means, Krishna guides Arjuna through the necessary lessons he must master. Now that I have read about 75% of the Pir Pandiyat, I'm starting to see how one could see the two texts in the same light. So if we take the parallel examples to the next step, we discover that today's Sri Krishna is Shah Karim. See how they integrate? Sometimes it happened because our heart, she began to see that Sri Krishna is Shah Karim. In that moment, my inner self or inner yogi expanded to join forces with my Khane, going outer Ismaili identity. See four quadrants map from Elijah Ignatieff. If I mispronounced the last name, I apologize. Below, an established flow to further my soul's learning. Today, as my outer Ismaili self reads the words, consider not who said it. Rather, look at what he said. Imam Ali has said this. From our Imam Ali ibn Abu Talib, Raza Shak Kazmi, Justice and Remembrance, page 4. My inner yogi reads the words as if they were uttered by my beloved Sri Krishna. My personal a journey from Sri Krishna to Shah Karim created a place for my soul among the souls of my forefathers. I too have cited what they had seen in their own time. The present living Imam's ancestry traces back to not only Imam Ali ibn Abu Talib and Prophet Muhammad, but also Prophet Adam and my very own Sri Krishna. And thus, all of these names were recited in our previous dua during the time of our 48th Imam, Sultan Muhammad Shah. The elder brother of Imam Sultan Muhammad Shah also reminded us of this forgotten truth. It suffices to know that in every epoch or millennial period of time there is and always was a manifestation of God, you see. His opulences, his manifestations. From time of Adam and even before Adam until the time of final prophet. Now I wouldn't link the final prophet to this, nor Imam Ali. It is present even now in the world as it is said to you, Pir Shihab al-Din Shah al-Husseini, the true meaning of religion, translated by W. Ivanhoe. Or Ivanhoe. Oh, I've seen that movie, Ivanhoe's movie, right? So I pronounce it like Ivanhoe. To my surprise, my search for a legacy of timeless truth had gracefully led me back home to the Shia Ismaili Tariqah of Islam, through which I bow in reverence to the Absolute for his continued divine guidance in every age and time. Hey Zinda. So this is by Sabrina Lakhani. Very beautiful. But I wouldn't link this to Prophet Muhammad. I would link it to maybe, from the Jews, Huway ibn Akhtab, Safiya ibn Huway, and in the polytheists, with the polytheists who were killed, the leaders. Abu Sufyan became a Muslim, but Abu Jahal, Abu Lahab, father of fire. So we call Abu Turab, Imam Ali, Abu Turab, father of dust. And there was a father of fire also. And do you know who spoke to Moses? We are told in the Quran ayats, Allah. And from where? The fire. So why you say Abu Lahab? Why you give a bad name to the fire? Why you call him Abu Lahab? Father of fire. Abdul Uzza ibn Abdul Muttalib. Better known, isn't Muttalib the grandfather, Abdul Muttalib the grandfather of Prophet Muhammad? Now they were all, half maternal uncle. Was Muhammad's half paternal uncle. And Muhammad has killed him. And there's a surah, Surah Lahab, on that. Doesn't Musa say, Hazrat Musa, wait to his family? It may be that in the fire I've seen, I may find warmth and guidance for you all. Surah Taha Ayats. So Surah Lahab, look at this, how he has this shaitan, really, of one of a kind, right? It also has another name, Al-Masad. Al-Masad. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know Surah Lahab. May the hands of Abu Lahab be ruined. And ruined is he. Oh my goodness. His wealth will not avail him. No, Lakshmi Devi's wealth, all Devi of wealth and all. His wealth will not avail him, nor that which he gained. He will burn in a fire of blazing flame. Lahaban. You know what a flame is? Lahab. Blazing flame. That's what Lahab means. So he was given the title of flaming fire, blazing flame. And his wife, the carrier of firewood, the carrier of thunderous tales. Why? The words in the original are Hamalat al-Hatab, which literally mean carrier of the wood. Commentators, God knows, I don't want to read this anymore. I just want to go fast here. Around her neck is a rope of twisted fiber, a rope of palm fiber. And Muhammad twisted it and strangled her. Maybe she have ornaments like on her decorated neck with ornaments, yeah, see? And I will sell away the necklace by Lat and Uzza. I will sell away this necklace and spend the price to satisfy my enmity against Muhammad. That is why the word Jeed has been used here ironically. Give a twisted rope of palm. Look how Muhammad, terrible. Sick already. Now disgusting. So Sabrina, Lakani, all of you, come here, see. So very unfair, unjust ayats to the idol worshippers and all. And take a break now for a few minutes. What he did to Abu Lahab. Fire. You see, Moses goes. So what is this? You know, terrible, big tragedy. Big tragedy for humanity. Henry Sousa, thank you so much for being here. One. What did it mean? I may be slow. Maybe I contemplate on this because I was more concentrating on what I was to do here. So sorry I don't get the one here. Maybe I get it later. One thing. We are all one. One single soul. And yeah, so I have to show you the single one soul. We are made of a single soul, single Wahid, single soul. Do you mean fear your Lord? No. Oh, goodness. Oh, mankind, fear your Lord. You know what Jiddu Krishnamurti says about fear? If there's fear in your heart, you're only seeing the fear. You can't see Lord. You can't. You will not be able to see anything but the fear. And you know what fear is and what it does. So how Jiddu Krishnamurti would take you. I wish I was like Jiddu Krishnamurti to take you. Oh mankind, fear your Lord. It doesn't say khawf, but it says, okay, ittaqu. What Shaitan also had, right? Fear your Lord, the one who created you from a soul, wahidatan, single, and created from it, its mate. Here we have, and dispersed from both of them men, many, and women, and fear Allah, whom through you ask with it and the wombs Indeed, Allah is over you, ever watchful. This ayat can come from shaitan also. No big deal. The only problem Iblis had was not to fear, not to obey Allah's command to bow to Adam. So soul not created. But that's not important right now. But I'm just, you know. So what else is there? You see now, not even us Muslims know. When I read Judy Hall's book in London, across time, I was like, oh my God, how does she know all this? Scientifically, atom breaking into parts and neutrons and protons and God knows what's happening. Hands across time. It's like this about soulmates and all. Hands across time. So you are made of a single soul? Judy Hall. Hall's book. Here it is. This is the one I bought. The cover also the same. The Soulmate Enigma. Hands Across Time, The Soulmate Enigma by Judy Hall. Okay? So you see how much we Muslims are missing out. And how have they written these books? I mean, our ulamas write about, yes, a lot about, no, don't pop out my email, right? So this happening, I've read this book. Yeah, our ulamas have written books, but even like Imam Ali has not written a book like this. Only Najul Balagha, and it goes into Mawiya and all. But he's written some good, like about God and the creation and all this. Who is God? Who we can see in the heart, through the heart we can see him. Who is he? So in the Quran we are told he is the light of the heavens and the earth. And then in Surah Taghabun we are told he has sent the light, Allah. So believe in Allah and His Messenger and the light, which we have sent down now. He's come down for God's sakes, right? Sorry about this, I'm so emotional and passionate. Drama, action. Oh, how can I say? Dimple Kabadia is a smiley. I found that out recently. Drama, action. So hope you enjoyed it, and then also hope you get it. You are the light. So be the light, like Jiddu Krishnamurti said. Be a light to the world. You are the light. Realize this. Because Allah coming, when Allah cometh, the other, now I close all these tabs. It give problem, not now. Allah, meeting with Allah. Those who hope for the meeting with Allah know that the term of this meeting is coming. So who are we meeting? Who are we meeting? He was in the making. Those who hope for the term, he was in the making. It does look like. In London, he was Hassan Khan. But his teeth, Hassan Khan teeth like Muhammad Ali, film actor. His teeth bigger. But okay. Like when he laughs, His teeth bigger? Let me see. Or it may seem to me that his teeth bigger. No. Slightly, maybe too wide. But Hassan Khan's teeth, but everything same feature. Oh my God, yeah, please. I don't know, yeah. I get confused with this. But he was fair. So Muhammad Ali, actor, Pakistani. Muhammad Ali. Pakistani actor. Teeth not that big, long. Yeah, he looks like Muhammad. But definitely Parmam, yeah, that Hasad Khan one looked like Muhammad Ali Hasad Khan. You know Hasad, where Hasad coming from? Harvest. Summer rain will come again, and the harvest will be a good one. Summer rain will come again. Richard. What his name? Summer Rain song? Oh, how can I forget? Summer Rain. Rick. Rick. Richard. Richard. No, no. What is the other they giving me? Summer rain will come again, and the harvest will be a good one. Oh, summer rain will come again, and the harvest, Cliff Richard, will be a good one. This I was on vacations in London. I hear it in my brother's room. Yes, 1981 released this song. And the album, Wired for Sound. Hasad means, even in the Quran it is say Hasad. Or you can, Surah Qafat. So what it is saying, Surah Qafat against, not going yet, I think. I Google searched it. I was about to go. Summer rain, harvest. Surah Qaf. Here I find Hasad. In my Quran, back home, transliteration. I see what is Hasad happening. Okay, so Qaf. You know, no one knows, they say that. Maybe Huay know by the glorious Quran. But they wonder, you know why Qaf, what that word they used in Surah, and what I was showing you for the Christians. Surah Haqqa, Ayat 27, with Al Imran, Ayat 38 or 39. What way? You know, this like finding the puzzled pieces, putting them together, like Da Vinci Code. Qaf. So what way and Christian sing? Let me tell you. You know, you don't know this word not come very much. Surah Haqqa. No, Hadith. Hadith. I always say Surah Haqqa. What is problem? Surah Haqqa ayat 27. Thank you for reminding me. My memory gone case. I don't know which some force come into me. Where Qaf? Here. Qafaina. Again. Qafaina. What hidden is in the both Christian and Hawaii Jews? What hidden? So to find this out, not going for Hasad again, I try to read this. What it mean, Qaf? You know? Your prophet not tell you. Thou art Allah's messenger. By the glorious Quran, thou art Allah's messenger. So here they don't say that this word Qaf. See footnote to Surah 38, Ayat 1. Qaf by the glorious Quran. The word Majid is used for expressing two meanings in Arabic. Yeah, they were nice. That's that. Okay. So then, this is why I come to Qaf. Then I see, but they wonder that there has come to them a warner from among themselves. Strange thing. This is a wonderful thing. That is a distance return, and you die, become dust. What we would become? What Christians say about the resurrection? I don't know much about Jews. They surely have this hereafter, day of judgment, resurrection. So they denied the truth. You see, they're asking here in this ayat I haven't read out. When we are dust, will we be raised up again? Dead and dust. What? When we die and become dust. That is a sort of return far. These are only atheists. We know what the earth diminishes of them, and with us is a retaining record. With the earth also. With us, oh sorry, no. With us is a record, sorry, correction. Record that is preserves everything. But they denied the truth when it came to them, so they are in a confused condition. Muslims don't know they are so confused. They only, Ya Rasulullah and all this. Quran, Allah, Allah alone. Have they not looked at the heaven above them? How we structured it and adorned it and yeah. But there's nothing to structure really. So this misleading made it. You did not make the sky. Hindus will laugh at us. Oh my goodness. And we made it? Or what is the sky happening? What Krishna saying about? Then do not they look at the sky above them, how we structured it. Please, you could have used some other word for this. Structuring the sky cannot be. It's all space, the sky. Oh, no. Sky. About the galaxy stars, this. I mean, there's something that the people might, when they look at us Shias doing Mata, so what are these people doing? And, but there's some very, taking our blood and all and crying and miracles happening. We not have to put that injection, the Miss Desase tetanus injection, if you get a wound or something. To protect ourselves from infections. Do they not? But there's something like this happening, which is terrible, really. It's worth laughing at, cracking up on. We are not mocking, right? Do they not look at the sky above them, how we have made it? Making of the sky. Hinduism, yeah. But if Hinduism laughs at us, you can say, but they're different, Hinduism. This God coming, eating the sun, monkey God coming, Bajrang Bali. Acha, this Hindu cosmology, Vimana. Vimana are mythological flying palaces of chariots described in Hindu texts. Pushpaka Vimana of Ravana is also called. Wait a minute, the universe, what is the universe? Is the description. Now you see, you go to Dr. Deepak Chopra, the sky is not structured. The sky is not made. You tell anyone, they will please have some, okay, it's okay, it doesn't matter, you are, this is what, no, if you laugh at us, Muslims, if you laugh at us Muslims, like when I was a Muslim, I'm just acting. Huh. What do you say? Laugh at us that our goddess say we make us the sky structured it. How you see it not falling on your head. Yes, you structured. You see, without walls we made it. Okay, just yes, without walls. Am I ashamed? I'm not ashamed. I will do matam. When I was a Shia, like Westerners can laugh and all this. Hindus can laugh at me. Adorned it, yes, with galaxies, stars and all planets, shining, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And the earth we spread it out and cast there and firmly set mountains and made grow therein of every beautiful kind, spread out. It did not mean that it's not a globe, giving insight and a reminder of every servant who turns. But I not put the ex-Muslim down about this. Maybe they are right. Spread out means it's not a globe, earth. But it's not even talking about the globe. It's not talking about the earth planet. And it's talking about the earth spread out like a carpet. You see? I'm also being cheeky like, those Muslims trying to defend Islam. Am I? Maybe I am. And if we have not sent down, and we have not rained from the sky, made the Guru Garden grain from harvest. Yeah. Al-Hasid, and from Al-Hasid there's Al-Hasad. So that's his name. He had come as Al-Hasad. As Hasad Khan. And lofty palm trees having fruit arranged in layers. This the Jews did. And a provision for the servants, and we given life thereby to a land, dead land. Thus is the emergence. Resurrection. So he has explained the resurrection beautifully. The people of Noah denied before him. And you see, but you Shias, you don't believe in reincarnation. Hindus fail in explaining the reincarnation. Oh, how beautiful Islam is. And people of Aika and the people of Tuba, the tree of Tuba, they all gave life to the messengers. Tuba? Okay. Tuba, when we do that, the Milad of Imam Ali and Bibi Fatma Zahra. Tuba, tree. Right? Beautiful. Did we fail in the first creation, but they are in confusion of a new creation. So that's happening. Sometimes they're acting cheeky. And we have already created man and know what his soul whispers to him. We are closer to him than the jugular vein. So like that I go, when the two receivers receive seated on the right and on the left, angels, and he utters no word except that with him is an observer prepared. That's why after some Sunnis I've seen, they sit there and they blow looking right and left when they pray 5 times. So that's what they do. You don't laugh because they are going to kill you. No, they laugh at our mata and taking out blood. And the intoxication. Excuse me. And the intoxication. Why they blow? The angels should blow at them after they finish. One angel from the right and one angel from the left. No, Sarah, that's so terrible. Slap yourself. You have very bad manners. I have to. I'm sorry, I have to cut myself off. Very bad manners. Excuse me, this is my very bad manners.